Hey guys, welcome back to Board Watch. I'm Brian.
I'm Joey.
And we are getting ready to start the second half.
Woo!
Done with the first half.
Season
going on to
4.
the second half. Season 4, episode 1.
Oh my god. I love starting a new season.
You've had a full week since the Red Wedding.
Yeah,
so...
I've been able to process things a little bit better. I'm a little more emotionally detached from it. It was really hard to get past it, but a week I'm a little bit more better now, so I can kind of especially having episode 10 did calm things down a little bit from everything, but...
Cool.
Yeah.
So, do you want to have any predictions for season 4, or just kind of just get right into it?
I would say I think the White Walkers are actually going to attack in this season fully. I think Daenerys is going to... I know I keep saying that, but Daenerys is going to touch down this season, and I think this will be the season that Joffrey finally gets dethroned on some level, whether it's Tywin taking over control, whether it's... Daenerys coming in and taking over control, whether it's I do think actually Stannis is going to be in control for a second. So I do maybe it's Stannis who's doing it, but I think Joffrey will be dethroned this season.
Cool. All right. Don't think we have too much really in the way of pre-questions. There's a decent amount of questions afterwards though, so let's get into season 4, episode 1. That's ice.
Oh, that is ice. I was wondering, I was like...
Yeah, whatever happened to ice?
The guy from the Brotherhood of the Without Banners with No Banners. Is that fucking Tywin holding ice? Oh shit, he's just taking the actual sword itself into 2 different swords. There was enough to make 2 swords?
Did you see how big ice is?
Yeah, ice is fucking huge, that's true. Wow.
That's the Lannister sound.
And that's the wolf, dire wolf. Tell it. Wow. Yeah, he won. Good for Tywin. Oh, man.
The king's got orders for life. War is over, the king is safe.
He's never safe. How many people in this city alone would love to see his head on a pike?
Other knights protected the king while you were a prisoner. They will continue to do so when you go home.
Huh?
You'll return to Casterly Rock and rule in my stead.
You are Lord of Casterly Rock.
I am the king's hand. My place is here.
Oh shit, it's the guy from, it's Pena from fucking, the Netflix show with, Pablo Escobar.
Oh.
Can I tell you a secret? You're not a golden lion. You're just a pink little man who's far too slow on the draw.
Ooh.
Long sword is a bad option in close quarters. When I pull my blade, your friend starts bleeding quite a lot, I'm afraid. So many veins in the wrist. He'll live if you get him help straight away.
Forgive the intrusion. We heard them might trouble.
Apologies, my love.
I'm here to welcome you to the capital.
They butchered those children. My nephew and niece carved them up and wrapped them in Lannister cloaks. And my sister, you know what they did to her? I'm asking you a question.
I've heard rumors.
So have I. But what I keep hearing is that Gregor Clegane the Mountain raped Elia and split her in half with his great sword.
I wasn't there. I don't know what
If the Mountain killed my sister, your father gave the order. Tell your father I'm here. And tell him the Lannisters are the only ones who pay their debts.
This is already getting good. I like this.
Dragons, Khaleesi. They would never be tamed. And
So the worm is stronger than he looks.
I can see his arms.
That's Dario Naharis now.
Surprised you're winning this.
Oh, what the?
The guy with the beard.
Riding by your side on the road to Marine.
That honor.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that.
If you want me to leave, just say it. Say it!
I don't know what you're talking about.
You want me to stay?
Oh shit.
Staying in the King's Car inside Russia and the Red King with you.
Not now.
I want it.
Not now. When? I've been back for weeks.
Something's changed.
Everything's changed. You come back after all this time with no apologies in one hand and expect everything to be the same.
What do you want me to apologize for?
For leaving me.
You think I wanted to be taken prisoner?
Don't know what you wanted. You weren't here. You left me. Alone.
Every day I was in prison. I plotted my escape. Every day. I murdered people so I could be here with you.
You took too long.
What are you saying?
I'm saying you took too long.
You said you put 3 arrows in him.
I did.
I've seen you slip a shaft through a rabbit's eye at 200 yards. If that boy's still walking, it's because you let him go.
You admit to breaking your vows, then?
I do.
The law is the law. The boy must die.
If we beheaded every ranger who lay with a girl, the wall would be manned by headless men.
There's a difference between sneaking off to the Molestown brothel and sleeping with the enemy.
While we sit here, debating which rules I broke, Mance Raider marches on the wall with an army of 100,000.
Impossible. You can't get 50 wildlings together before they start killing each other.
100,000. He's united the Thens, the Hornfoots, the Ice River clans, the Es Giants fighting for him.
Giants.
Have you ever been beyond the wall, sir?
I commanded the city watch at King's Landing, boy.
Oh yeah.
You must not have been very good at your job.
How dare you!
There's a band of wildlings south of the
First
wall
guy too,
already.
you got rid of.
Led by Tormund Giantsbane. I killed their warg and 3 others. They shot me full of arrows. The orders are to attack Castle Black from the south when Mance hits it from the north. The signal for the attack will be a bonfire. Mance said it would be the greatest fire the north has ever seen. That's the truth. All the truth.
Start the day. The sword of the morning. And the attack on the Kingswood Brotherhood defeated the Smiling Knight in single combat. Sir Duncan de Tor. 4 pages for Sir Duncan. Must have been quite a man.
So they say.
Sir Jamie Lannister. Someone forgot to write down all your red teas.
That's the time.
Is there? For a 4-year-old knight with one hand?
The other guy's older.
How can you protect me with that?
I use my left hand very Grace. It's more of a contest.
I'm actually starting to like Jamie, that's fucked up.
So basically, whoever Joffrey fucks with, you start liking.
Yeah, seriously.
Harpy's gold. No tea from this one. Beautiful, but poisonous.
You are a gambler, aren't you?
Your Grace.
She did have way more of a love connection, you could tell, with the last guy.
There's one on every mile marker between here and Marine.
How many miles are there between here and Marine?
163, Your Grace. I'll tell our men to ride ahead and bury them. You don't need to see this.
You will do no such thing. I will see each and every one of their faces. Remove her collar before you bury her.
Don't toss. The King's Name Day celebration.
Oh, yeah.
Remember.
I can't accept your apology. I may be a fool, a living fool, thanks to you.
Anyone would have done the same.
But only you did. I can never repay you. You gave me my life. But this is worth more than my life. It belonged to my mother and her mother before her. Household was strong once. House on the rise. That's all that's left of those days. Thanks to a few sad, fat drunks like me.
I can't take it. It's very, very kind of you, but I can't.
I don't have anything else left. That's all. Take it. Wear it. Let my name have one more moment in the sun before it disappears from the world.
I know him. The small one. His name is Pulliver. He captured us and took us to Harrenhal. He killed Lommy.
What the fuck's a Lommy?
He was my friend.
What the fuck's a Lommy?
Pulliver stole my sword and put it right through his neck. He still got it.
What one?
My sword. Needle.
Needle. Of course you named your sword.
Lots of people name their swords.
Lots of cunts. Well, you get back.
My brother gave me that sword.
She's walking around and she doesn't give a fuck
He killed
anymore.
my friend.
You don't seem to understand the situation.
I understand that if any more words come pouring out your cunt mouth, I'm gonna have to eat every fucking chicken in this room.
You lived your life for the king. You're gonna die for some chickens.
Someone is.
Get the fucking sword, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. She slowly sticks the nose. Woo! Got her soul back.
Something wrong with your leg, boy?
What do you mean?
Can you walk? I've got to carry you.
Carry me?
Find a little blade. Maybe I'll get my teeth with it.
Oh shit. Ooh, Arya is a badass. Jesus. Little things in the veil.
Alright.
Oh man.
So,
Good for Arya.
Season 4, episode 1, just
Oh, nice.
starting off with a bang.
Right into it. Yeah.
I told you, like, there's not, like...
Oh, such a good
there's
episode.
there's
So
no
long,
slow
but so
episodes.
good.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's just get started with, where we just ended, I guess. You know, Hound and Arya. So, he finally did say that he's planning on taking her to the Vale.
To the Vale, yeah.
Alright, so, where do you see that going?
If he does end up taking her all the way to the Vale without finding out that the White Walkers are coming along the way, because, I mean, that was announced to everyone at this point, technically, then I don't even know if she'll pay for her, honestly. Maybe Littlefinger would, just to marry her off to somebody in the Vale, but I don't even think that can happen, because it's family still. I don't know how that would work, because she's, like, in Littlefinger's opinion, the second key to the North if something were to happen to Sansa. And so, I'm not sure how that would work, but I don't think she'd stay there. I think she's going to stay with the Hound for a while.
So, do you Coldfire wants to know if you think the Hound has grown to care for Arya?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like in...
Almost like not a daughter way, but kind of like a daughter way.
Right, like almost like a paternal type of thing,
Yeah.
but not quite. So it's more than just interest in selling her off for...
It's coming that. It didn't start that way, but it's slowly becoming that more and more. I'm sure as they have more time together, and like he's building trust with her, obviously with the horse, and like I think eventually, especially after he sees what happens there, maybe then he'll just keep her and like keep her safe. I don't know. I think he's trying to figure out what he wants out of life right now at this point, anyways.
Dragon5616 wants to know what you think of the new Dario.
Oh, I hate him. I hate him, man. I was so on Daria Naharis before, the old actor. I was like, yeah, it was awesome. She finally found her new man, and then no, this guy, I don't know, this guy's maybe he'll be a different. I just have to like get separated from the last Dario, because like you could even send him like the cinematography around him and like the lighting on his face and the close-ups, like they really built it upon like his good-lookingness and like him as an actor. So it's like it's an awkward. Luckily, it wasn't like too long of time in between him. You know, it was a season.
Yeah, because you only got to know him for like 3 episodes.
But yeah, he made a pretty good impression those 3 episodes.
Yeah,
but yeah, so that kind of sucks.
Yeah. So sticking with Danny, Dragon5616 wants to know. Well, Danny saw the crucifixions and that there's going to be like 163 children on the road.
Yeah, I wasn't sure who did that,
though. Yeah, what do you think her... I mean, you've already seen a little bit of her reaction to it, but like she's
I like
like,
how
I want to look at everything.
Yeah, no, I like that. So she's not just like one of those rulers who are like, no, I don't want to see the bad stuff happening. She's like, no, I will see this, and I will, internalize it and push it on my enemies. I guess she's going to come upon a whole nother group of people, possibly, that are like even more slaves and even more...
Well, they were saying that it was every mile marker on the road to Marine. Like, so
it was one person.
There's like a dead slave for every mile on the way to Marine.
What's a Marine?
It's a city.
Oh, okay. So yeah, in Marine, she'll find more people and more slaves, obviously.
Right. So, okay. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's any more Daenerys questions. I didn't have time to get everything in order.
No, you're fine.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Melina Martin. We see Drogo snapping at his mother. Like Drogon, the big dragon.
Oh, Drogon. I was like
Drogon.
Oh yeah,
Drogon.
Yeah,
snapping at his mother, scaring her for the first time. So, what does this mean? Jorah says that they're beasts that cannot be tamed.
I think she'll tame them. I just think she's to figure out how to tame them.
Okay.
But I think she'll tame them fully.
Okay. Fully tamed?
Fully tamed.
Alright. And then, yeah, let's head...
Because, I mean, they were ridden before, and, like, Aegon had them pretty controlled, I'm sure. Like,
yeah.
So I'm sure she can figure out a way to control them enough to use them,
Alright, so actually let's go back to the very, very beginning of the episode, before the credits.
Okay.
You remember what happened before the credits?
Before the credits?
Before
the intro?
Yeah, the intro.
No.
Like with the sword? They
melted down ice. Yeah.
And they made 2 different swords.
I forgot that was right before.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they got one to
they gave one to Jaime. Who's the other one's going to?
I didn't know if Tywin was going to keep it himself. I think he's going to keep it himself.
Okay.
I don't think he's going to give it to... Maybe it's going to Cersei, but I don't think it's going to go to Tyrion. I'd be highly surprised if it goes to Tyrion somehow. Like a smaller blade for Tyrion, but I don't think so.
And was that like a symbolism of like the true end of the Starks? Or?
I mean, that's what they were... That's what the Lannisters are pushing for necessarily, to try to show that at least. I don't know if it is. It's obviously not, but... they're trying to show that it is, and it was a nice move on. I mean, I would have taken the Valyrian sword if I could have. So
right. So a lot of people asking, but most people are asking about your first impressions of a new character, not just a new actor as Dario, but a new character, Oberyn. Prince Oberyn. You finally met a Martell.
I like him already. I like the Martell. I don't. Bar it being his sister that he was making out with in bed. Like I'm not like he seems really cool so far.
Yeah. Well, she's a bastard child. She's actually like with him. Like.
Okay, that's just.
They don't. I mean, they'll go into it a little bit, but bastard children aren't as big of a deal in Dorne. So they can actually. They're not looked down upon.
Oh, that's cool then.
Yeah. So, yeah, he can be with a bastard.
Bastard people aren't looked down upon in Dorne?
Not really, no.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. So, like, there's a ton of people with the last name of Sand.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, like...
It's like a deserty
Yeah,
place.
like she said... she said she was a bastard in that episode, but...
I think John's part Dornish.
Okay.
He looks, now that I've seen a Dorne, he totally looks a little Dornish. And like, now with that whole bastard thing, now thinking about it, because I'm still trying to figure out, it made me think about it again when he was like, last time that I saw him.
Okay.
Remember John was talking about last time he saw him, he was like, you're going to be wrapped about Rob.
Oh yeah, they did talk about that at this episode.
Yeah, so then I was
because
his dad and then his mom. But
okay, so you think that they put both of those scenes in this specific episode for a reason?
Yeah.
Okay.
To kind of talk about his like origins possibly, and that's why they had John in that episode too. Anyways, but go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. So he seems to be very open sexually, though. This is actually seems to be one of the first like major characters in a TV show that is like openly bisexual.
Bisexual. I was about to say he's bisexual.
Yeah,
isn't he?
yeah, because he's
aggressively bisexual.
Yeah,
not just
very aggressively.
Yeah.
So even more equality in this show.
No, I love it.
So yeah, and he's got a way of words.
I mean, you like what you like. Stay behind it confidently. I mean, as you can tell, no one was uncomfortable. I mean, I was uncomfortable because he did it confidently. So it wasn't
Yeah, and he. Like the actor that they cast for him is great. Like,
that's what I was saying. He's Pena on Narcos. Narcos is awesome. I don't know why I couldn't think of it earlier, but yeah, he's Pena on Narcos. He's awesome in Narcos. He's super sexual in Narcos too, which is funny. He fucks all the horses as informants.
How long ago did that show?
Like a year or two ago.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe 3 years tops. I don't know. Actually, I'm way off. But it wasn't that long ago.
Still in King's Landing, what do you think? Springchild wants to know what you think Jaime's motivation for staying in the Kingsguard is.
Probably Joffrey.
Okay.
Yeah. That or getting his name.
Getting more pages
pages in that book, pretty much. And also a little bit Cersei. I think thought. But then also, I don't think... I mean, he knows he'd stay with her there a little bit, but like when he said that. But also, I mean... He did technically not be surprised when he said she was getting married off, so he had to know she was going to get married off. So it's like, if she gets married off, then she's going to leave.
Before.
Yeah, but she would leave then if she was married off. No, wouldn't she? Or would he stay? And she'd stay.
Yeah, I guess they would go back to
Highgarden.
Yeah, they would go to
Highgarden.
Yeah.
So he would lose her technically, but maybe he just doesn't feel like that's actually going to happen, and maybe he knows something.
Well, but the thing is, there's no chance of him being with Cersei if he's the Lord at Casterly Rock.
Yeah, that's true.
If they send him off to Casterly Rock,
he'd have to get married.
He wouldn't be at King's Landing.
He'd have kids.
All right.
Listen to him from Cersei. He's like, let's get it. It's been weeks. I don't know why she's still mad at him. It's kind of fucked up.
So yeah, what do you think Jaime and Brienne are going to be able to do about their oath now to Catelyn now that Catelyn's dead and Sansa's married to Tyrion? Is there any more to that oath, or is it just done?
Brienne's the only one pushing it,
right?
But I agree with Jaime at the moment. I cannot personally think of anybody who would. I mean, she already married off technically to Tyrion,
right?
So if she were to escape and just flee and run, I don't know any place that she would be. I mean, I don't think she definitely is not safe at the Vale with Littlefinger. She's not safe. I mean, the safest place for her and Tyrion to go to Casterly Rock. Maybe that'd be his move.
Okay.
If he could try to somehow get his dad to let Tyrion go there and rule Casterly Rock, that would do his vow, because she'd be much safer at Casterly Rock, and like so would Shae and Tyrion, and could start amassing his own type of like.
Okay.
And Tyrion to start growing in power too, because right now Tyrion's not going to grow in any type of power there at the capital. I guarantee it. There's no way for him to, especially with Tyrion Tywin right above him,
right.
And then Cersei and Joffrey in his way too, and he's already like always, you know, he'd have much more power.
Tywin, this actually kind of leads nicely into Belongslos's question, because Tywin seems to be really good at bullying most of his kids into doing what he wants, but Jaime is actually kind of resistant right now because like he's just like, oh yeah, by the way, you're going to Casterly Rock. You're gonna, we're gonna get the.
Well, the favorite kid always knows they can because that's what.
No.
Yeah, because the favorite kid always gets what they want. Like my sister can get away with way more with my dad because she knows she's her that's her favorite, so she can like push it more, but I can't push it. So I think he knows he's his favorite. So Jaime's
like, I can get.
He knows he's been. He's not. This isn't a new thing. Jaime's been probably not.
Yeah, but this is kind of a big deal though, because like if Jaime doesn't do this, then the Lannister legacy could die, because like Tywin's sure as hell not going to give it to Tyrion.
Well, that's my point. I think he'll talk him into giving it to Tyrion.
Okay, so you think that Tywin will somehow force his will on him?
I think somehow. Wait, what?
You think with Tywin and Jaime? Because like Jaime.
No, I think Jaime will force it on Tywin.
Oh, Jaime will force it on Tywin.
I think Jaime will be able to talk Tywin in, because it's for Jaime's best interest too, to stay Kingsguard at the moment at least, and to have that way to stay around Cersei, and then stay around Joffrey, which is inherently technically his family, and then it would be in Joffrey's best. I mean, not Joffrey. It would be in Tyrion's best interest to go to Casterly Rock. And it'd be in his best interest to have Tyrion go to Casterly Rock with Sansa too, because then he could fulfill it with Brienne.
Okay. You see a little bit more tensions between Sansa and Tyrion. I mean, Tyrion's trying everything he can. He's just...
No, poor guy. I mean, he's always been just like kind of like trying his best since like everything happened. Since like I don't know when his craziness started. I guess when Joffrey became king. It was like when it originally started down spiraling, and he just had to keep like trying to catch shit up. But either way, yeah, he's doing the best he can. But he's fighting from behind right now. He's got too much going on. He can't enjoy. He can't drink. He can't fuck. He's stressed with Sansa. He's stressed with his father. He's stressed with title. He has no one to protect him really besides Bronn. But you saw when Tyrion has power and Tyrion's around people around him, Tyrion's a force to be reckoned with. And so I feel like if he can get to Casterly Rock, there's no stopping the young lion.
And you see Sir Dantos again as like Sansa's walking too. So, any thoughts on that?
I wonder the significance is going to play out in that. Something's going to come from that. Okay. I don't know, maybe just her realization that she can make a difference in others' lives and not just her own. Which is honestly, I feel like the best way to climb out of any depression is to realize that like it's not just about you; it's about everyone else around you. And, like not just because you were coming at it from a selfish way, but making your purpose to help others.
Yeah. Because like she saved his life, and maybe this could be like his way of like returning, being like, you showed me compassion. The king was going to kill me by forcing wine down my throat.
It gives her purpose,
right? Okay,
and so hopefully maybe she can climb out of her depression.
That necklace will kind of be like a reminder of
exactly that she can make a difference still.
Cool. Yeah. So. Is Melanie Martin wants to know if Sansa and Tyrion's relationship is a lost cause at this point? Will she ever be able to forgive him for the fact that he's a Lannister?
Yeah, but not. They're not going to have kids together. I still don't think they'll have kids together. I think the relationship will get mended, but I don't think it'll be mended until like where I think Tywin wants it to be with like a child. He's not going to have her kid. Whether or not they're going to pretend to have kids together or not, he's not going to have her actual child. Okay. I will be very surprised if he actually has a kid with her.
Okay. So Liz, actually, you, in the middle of the episode, you actually said you started liking Jaime. So,
I am starting to slowly like Jaime,
Liz,
which means he's probably next up to die.
It's just like generally speaking, how does Joey feel about Jaime's character at this point? Is he a better person after what he's been through?
I wouldn't say necessarily a better person, but I'm getting to like him a little bit better. He's not the piece of shit little conniving son of a bitch that he was before as much. He has another side to him, at least. And I've always thought he was charming. I just didn't like the fact that he was just like a weasel. But now I feel like his resolve is what's impressing me, I think. Honestly, his resolve is the most impressive thing about Jaime. and when he wants to, like when he was like, I don't want any nightshade, or milk of the poppy, just do it, and like he took all that pain and he like got his hand chopped off and still managed. So it's just like, I think that's impressing me, but I wouldn't say as a person he's changed all that much. He's matured, but he hasn't changed in time. He still went to go fuck Cersei, and he still was like, I didn't do what? Like, I don't know. It's just like he's still the guy he was. Like, but like I think he has matured a ton. Like the fact that he's even thinking about Sansa whatsoever, even though it's because of Bran, but either way is much more than he ever would have put any thought to before.
And to our old friend, movie lover fan 18, still sticking in King's Landing. So Cersei refused Jaime, saying that he left her alone and took too long to return. Thoughts on her actual reasonings? Is it because he took too long to return? Is it because she's with someone, possibly with someone else, or is it because of his maimed hand? Like, what's going on with that situation?
I couldn't figure it out. It's not the maimed hand. I don't think.
Okay, it's not the maimed hand.
No,
okay.
I really don't think so. I don't even think it's that he took too long or that it's someone else. It's something completely different. I think it's going to be like a surprise. Like, I can't figure out what it is because, like, she was even just hounding Tywin a while ago about, like, are we doing everything we can to, but I think maybe her almost dying, like, snapped her into something. Like when she was in Blackwater, maybe Blackwater changed a lot for her. Okay. She realized a lot, but I don't think it's Lancel maybe it's Lancel, and that would be a stupid cop out. That would be such a stupid cop out if she like had more feelings for Lancel. Like he has to kill Lancel. Like a love. I hope they don't do something dumb like that. Like because there's no way she would like Lancel over.
And then still in King's Landing. I mean, a lot of stuff in King's.
Yeah.
So this was. I don't know if you recalled this exact dialogue because it was just kind of like in passing. You remember how when Tyrion was waiting for the Martells to come on the road, and Bronn made they were talking about like all the different sigils. Podrick holding the new royal signal of the half Baratheon, half Lannister. Bronn says that he needs to get himself a sigil. What would Bronn make his sigil?
Ooh, a glass of
just a mug.
Wine, just a mug,
okay.
or wine, like okay. Pouring out a wine glass. That would be funny for Bronn.
All right,
because his biggest thing is drinking and women, but I doubt he'd put a girl. I don't think you'd put a girl on the sigil, so I would say a wine glass.
Now, you did see the maid witness Shay coming from Tyrion's room.
Whose maid was that?
That's a good
Sansa.
question.
So I feel like it was Sansa's maid, the other one that was standing there, but I don't know who she reports to.
Okay.
But hopefully no one of too much significance because that's dangerous, and Shay needs to stop, and he needs to get Shay the fuck out of there if he loves her. If he truly loves Shay, Shay should not live there anymore. He needs to break Shay's heart, make her leave, keep her safe, and then keep Sansa safe in that order. Because he's not doing anything right now. I'm trying to play this stupid juggling game. He continues to. He looks like a fool like he already does.
So, I think it's about time to head over to the wall right now.
Yeah.
Still with movie lover fan 18. Tormund confronts Ygritte with the fact that if Jon Snow is still alive after she shot him with 3 arrows, that she never meant to kill him.
Yeah, I knew they were going to do that, like...
wishy-washy kind of...
Yeah, like, no, she really didn't mean to kill him. She was meant to injure him. Fuck that. She shot him. Whether or not, I mean, I don't think she really wanted to kill him, but if it happened to kill him, she would have been okay with it. Like, I hate that whole, like, you're a sure shot, you would have never missed kind of bullshit. Like, in real life, there's no way that you're that, like, unless you just miss completely, she still shot him. Like, whether or not she shot him 3 times. It was like once in the leg, and then she was just like, because you hurt, she's like, like, I don't know. There's a lot of things that go into an arrow shot, and like she could have missed on the opposite way and just killed him. And I don't think she'd been that sad about it either. So, as much as I would say that like she could have killed him more if she wanted to, her hesitation is the reason he's still alive. But like, it's also not like she wouldn't kill him if she had the chance. I don't think you should trust her still.
And Jaina Slint, the one that Tyrion sent, the first person that Tyrion sent away from King's Landing to go to the next
that guy
is sitting at Alistair Thorne's right hand.
Oh,
what do you see their role for the watch being?
Bad. There's gonna be a couple of assholes and jackasses. He's a jackass. Alistair's a jackass. The Maester, the crazy Targaryen.
Maester Aemon?
Yeah, Maester Aemon. I mean,
he was the one that saved Jon. He was just like, we're not gonna be.
Yeah, but I didn't like him before this. Like,
you didn't like him before this?
No.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. This is the first like deed that he's done that's cool for me. But it's like before then, he just been an asshole who was like super strict on everything and like kind of crazy and like didn't believe shit. I don't know. I mean, he was the one who sent out all the ravens.
All the ravens.
But...
Yeah. Okay. We just want to head back to King's Landing for a little bit because we forgot about this. Because you mentioned this in the middle of the episode. What do you think of Joffrey's new statue of himself with a crossbow over the body of a dead wolf?
He's a little piece of shit.
And
everyone knows I'm the reason.
And he brags how he personally defeated Stannis at the Blackwater.
Shut the fuck up. The only reason that anyone won anything is because of Tyrion.
Yeah.
And then also technically Tywin. But without Tyrion or without Tywin separately, they would not have won. If Tyrion didn't rally everyone, they would have had the castle stormed. It'd have been much harder for Tywin to like rally everyone into the castle and like and they would have came from behind and fought, and they would have eventually defeated them. There'd been much more casualties, possibly even the death of like the queen or the king. Okay. So I feel like they're equal over that, but not Joffrey. He didn't do anything.
And then Belongsless just wants to say, "What the fuck is a lami?"
What the fuck is a lami?
It's one of the better lines in the show.
I'm so happy he's turned into the character he's turning into still. I was always really cautious about him, but I would love him to be the personal bodyguard of Sansa.
He's got no filter on his mouth.
He really doesn't. He's great. Fuck the king.
The whole chicken speech.
Oh yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to eat 2 chickens. They keep talking out of that. Oh man, he's so funny.
All right, so yeah, I think that's pretty good. Anything else that sticks out from the episode for you?
No, I think we covered everything. Can't wait for episode 2, man. These episodes are like hit so far. I've not had a bad episode in a while, so
I know, right? Yeah,
I'm excited. Right. Hopefully it stays, but you never know with the show. But I'm sure. I mean, there's never bad episodes, just explanatory episodes.
There's season 3 and season 4. Just like I said, every single episode is just like. Boom, boom. Like story just keeps building. And it's just like, can't wait for the next one.
I want to see Bran more in this next one.
Cool.
I can see him in this.
All right, so let's get on over to episode 2. But until next time, thanks for watching.
Like, subscribe.